moment. Okay, well, Randy, so far it's just you and me. We hope some other folks join. I'll show you some of the things I found today. Like I said, I went around and did a lot of looking at Amazon Prime today. My job allows me to take part days and to schedule my work the way I want to. Being a college professor is kind of unstructured, so it's really kind of a neat way to live. Um, but first thing I found today. Um, So you got the Jackery solar panels. That's Jackery without. So what's the wattage on that Jackery? It's about 1,000, I guess, is what that must be based on what you're saying there. 1,000 watts. Um, I like that the EcoFlow. It's a lot more expensive, but it's like 4 megawatts, and it's expandable as you add battery packs, which is kind of neat. So the first thing I found today, I thought I'd show you is this Rebo backpack. I've used this before. Um, I've shown you this before. This is my regular sort of everyday long distance get home bag. If I have to travel more than 5 or 10 miles away from home, this is the bag I want to have with me. And it's really nice. It holds quite a bit. It's almost, I think, uh, it's 40 liters, so it's a big pack. It holds a lot. It's got the front pocket here and the bottom pocket. The front pocket I always use, of course, for stuff that I want to get to quick. Then I've got some other stuff. I love the sort of the cinch downs it's got here on the side. It's got a big pocket back here, and then another big one in the very back. It also has a space you could put in a panel or a plate if you wanted to, or a water bladder. It's got a waist belt on it, so I really like the backpack. And right now it's on sale for only $32, so that's a pretty good deal. I've got two of them. I got this one in black that I use for my get home bag. Then I've got one in the desert tan that I use for my trauma bag. And both of them hold. Matter of fact, my trauma bag, I got a lot of stuff in it, and I still got lots and lots of room for more stuff. So that's pretty cool. All these things I've got linked down in the description. So if any, if you should want to go check them out, you can click on the link in the description, and it'll take you there. Um, the next thing I found today that I thought was really good was, let's go take a look. Since you mentioned the Jackery, let's see if the Jackery 1000's on sale. Whoop. Look at the Jackery. So the Jackery 1000, it's on the big deal of the day. Look at there. Um, the Jackery 1000 is $459. That's pretty good. And if you want to get it, well, the solar panel's not included with this one. I wonder what the difference is between these two. Um, but they look the same to me. I'm sure they're different. Haven't had a chance. I haven't really looked at those. Um, this is a 2,000 watt output. This one's 1,500 watt output. But those are still good deals on those. The one I really like is the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. Oops, there it is. And what I really like about this is you can get there's some really good batteries you can get. So every battery you get adds another 4 megawatts to this thing. So it's really a neat deal. Um, Here's the one I'm here. Let's say there it is. Uh, I thought about getting this one and putting it in my house with a panel, but the setup I wanted is going to be about $6,500 if I added a couple of batteries to it, then and the solar and the control panel for the house, and then they're going to charge me another $6,000 just to install it. So I pretty much figured out that anytime it'll be another 5 or 6 thousand just for installation. So that's always kind of a pain. But I really like this, especially in light of what happened up in the East Tennessee and West North Carolina this past week. I've watched a lot of videos of folks that just didn't have power set aside, and I think you need some emergency power. My wife wants to get a Generac put in, but that's natural gas, and what if the gas goes out? This one, you get sunlight, you got power. So I kind of like that. The next thing I found was this is pretty cool. Now I love the Grail uh, water filter systems. And I've got the one I have. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I thought I had it out. I did have it out. What did I do with it? Well, I had it out somewhere. Hold on here. Oh, there it is. So I have this Grail. This is the GeoPress, um, but mine's not the titanium. That's the one I have. Is this one right here? Um, but what's cool is the titanium one is on sale for $159. Normally it's $200, and that's a really good sale. If you want the titanium bottle, that's a really good sale. Um, I think it's a great item to add. Um, yeah, I think you're right, Randy. I think the solar panel station. If you add a Starlink with the induction stove to it, I have a buddy who's got a Starlink, and the only thing he uses it for is to monitor his beehives remotely. Um, he's got he's got a bunch of beehives about 25 miles from his house on some property, and he doesn't like driving up there, so he uses his Starlink up at the beehives for the soul. That's the only reason he's got the Starlink, is so he can monitor his beehives. I think it's kind of a overkill, but he's kind of into technology. That's all he does, um, and so it's I guess he has a lot of fun with it. But I think this titanium Grail is a really great deal. These Grails, I've tried them. I've used mine several times. It filters water perfectly. I don't know. Do you have one of these, Randy? I don't know if you've got one or not, but I love these Grail titanium things. These are really great. I don't have the titanium, like I said. I've got this one here that I bought a couple years ago, and I've used it pretty heavy. Um, the only downside of these Grails is the filters don't last a real long time, um, and so you kind of have to change the filters out fairly frequently on them. Um, but if you don't mind changing the filters, a lot depends on how often you travel. I've got the Sawyer Squeeze, and I'm going to do a video on two things. First of all, I don't like the bags that come with the Sawyer Squeeze, and I'm not really thrilled with the CNOC bags. They're okay. Um, one of the things I use with mine, I've got a special adapter that I bought, and I hook it up with a Hydra Pack collapsible bottle that I bought, and I just click uh, the um, get out the Sawyer Squeeze into that, and I can squeeze that out and get nice clean water. And I use the Hydro Pack squeezable as my dirty water bag. Um, and it's really good. It collapses down real small. I'm able to clean it out really easily, and it's kind of a neat deal. The other thing I'm waiting on, I bought the 2 quart GI military water bladder with the bag that it comes in. I found one at a local uh, at a local surplus store for like $4.95. And so what I'm doing with that is I'm waiting. Uh, who is it? Self Reliance Outfitters is making these adapters that you can put on the squeeze bottle, and you can just screw your Sawyer directly to that, and you can filter 2 quarts of water through that really quickly. So you use the 2 quart item as your dirty water bag, and you can filter a lot of water really fast using the Sawyer Squeeze. So I'll be doing a video on that really soon. Um, uh, the CNOC bags are really expensive. That's my only downside of the CNOC bags. Why I don't like them, because they just cost a lot. The platypus bags are good, but again, they're a little pricey. Um, so I'm trying to, with you already pay what $40 for that Sawyer, and they give you those crummy bags with it. Uh, uh, I'm just not real thrilled with them. But you got to finding an alternative to that crummy bag that comes with the Sawyer is what really makes it neat. I don't know if you've seen the video with the Sawyer. Sawyer's a really neat company because uh, they have a ministry that they do overseas, and in a lot of places in Egypt and Africa where they supply systems, water filtering systems. Usually it comprises a bucket with a hose out the bottom that's hooked to a Sawyer Squeeze, and people are able to filter clean water. Clean water is a real problem in a lot of these big, huge slums and cities over in Africa. And in fact, outside of Nairobi, Kenya, in a neighborhood where they've provided water. I think about 40,000 of these things, maybe four. I can't remember the number, but a lot of these bucket systems, a lot of people, they just tap into the raw water system even before it's clean. They tap into that and break the pipes and get water out of that. Well, the problem with that is it's dirty water, right? And this is a slum that has, you know, 2 dozen bathrooms in the whole slum. Everything is outdoor latrines, and every bit of water is filthy. So if you filter it, people suddenly have clean water, and it's a ministry that they perform. So basically, every time they make a dollar profit, they can spend that can help a person, because that's about what it costs to make one of those bucket systems. And so they give about 90% of their profits to this ministry that they do, which I think is a fantastic ministry that they engage in. Um, the next thing I had on the list was the LifeStraw. LifeStraws, you know, everybody likes a LifeStraw. It's just nice to have a couple of those around. Those are on sale right now. I think if I remember right, for $9.99. There they are. Yeah, so they're on sale. That's like half price for the regular LifeStraw. And I've got one of those around here somewhere too. I don't I don't know what I did with it. I got a whole bunch of stuff laying around here somewhere. Um, uh, but that's a really cool item. Um, so that's pretty neat. Um, the next thing I had was, oh, and I don't know if you've got one of these, but I like these things. They're uh, the uh, the Free Soldier has a lot of really neat stuff. Now, what's interesting about a lot of Free Soldier stuff is some of the stuff they sell on Amazon isn't available on the regular website. So here's the Free Soldier tarp. I love this Free Soldier tarp. I absolutely love this thing. And right now, this is the one I use right here. I want to see if I can get to it. There it is. Let me click on it. And this tarp is not on Free Soldier's website. The only place I can find it is on the store on Amazon. But right now it's on sale for $33. It's normally like 49 bucks. That's a real good steal. That's a steal right there. Anybody that sees that and wants one of these, now's the time to get it. I love these tarps. All the tie downs on them, they're nice and big. They're 10 by 10. I've got a video where I use this thing. You can use it for so many different things. I'm going to do one soon, doing a clamshell tarp, which is a pretty cool tarp I saw a guy do. It ends up being floored. It's real low, but boy, you can crawl into it and you can build a fire outside of it. It's really cool. So I'll be doing a video on that here in the next couple of weeks. But I love this tarp. I've got mine right here, and the only thing I did with it that's really different is I took those pegs that come with it. I hate those little yellow pegs that come with it, and I bought on Amazon. I went and bought these black hexagon pegs for about $9 a pack of those, and those are really nice. I got those on Amazon as well. I think on the video where I talk about the tarp, I've got those things linked. But I don't like those yellow pegs because they don't have a good hook on them, and to hook the line, and so I like to have a better hook. And those hexagon pegs with a point on them go in the ground really well. So I use those instead. Dave Canterbury demonstrated. I learned about those from Dave Canterbury on his website. But this is really interesting. This is the only place you can find this on the Free Soldier site on Amazon. They don't have this tarp on their regular website. Now they have the others. They have this one is on their website. This one up here is on their website, and that's not a bad deal. It's just not very big, and I don't like. It's kind of a weird looking shape. I just prefer this 10 by 10 simple regular tarp here. I just love this thing. Not only can you make a shelter out of it, but you can string it up and use it as a shelter over the tent that you set up, so it can help give you space, have your tent sort of as a secondary rain tarp over the tent. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty good. But the other thing I got off here that I really liked is a shemagh. They've got their shemaghs on sale. You can get those. The shemagh right here is a really nice one. But what's nice about it is it's on sale. So I've got several of these. I got one of these in every single bag. There's so many uses for Shimog, and the fact that they're on sale for like $11 or 10 and a half bucks, I think it's a really, really good opportunity. They got them in all kinds of different colors. I kind of like that tan color. I've got one that's tan, I got one that's black, and I got one that's sort of a greenish color. Let's see. I don't know if they've got that one here. Let's go back up here. So let's see if they. I don't know if they've got a green one. It's not quite that green. It's more. Let's see. It's more probably like this. No, that's gray. I don't see the color that mine is, but I've got one. It's kind of a greenish color, but you can get all these different colors here. And again, for $11, I thought that one may have been it. Well, no. Anyway, I'm never gonna find it looking at all these, but I think that these things are pretty cool. That's sort of more like the one I've got, but I got a black one also, and I got the tan, and my wife thinks I look funny when I wear them, but boy, when I'm outside doing stuff and it's winter, having one of these things on is absolutely fantastic. So having a Shimog, I think, is everybody. And like I said, right now they're on sale. Depending on what color you get, they're not all $10.95. The tan one that I showed you. Let's see if I can find it again. It's one of these tan ones was $10.95. I can't remember which one it was now. Well, Richard ran. There we go. Anyway, I think having a Shimog is a great thing to add to your pack, and they're on sale right now too. Nothing I found this week that I think is really nice is if you're looking at flashlights. Everybody likes having an Olight, right? And I like the Olights. They feel really substantial. Here's mine. Here's my Olight Warrior 3, and I really like this thing. It feels nice and heavy in your hand. It's rechargeable. It's got an incredibly bright light on it, and they're on sale right now. If you look at it right here, look at the Olight. That's the Mini 3. See the Olight Warrior 3S. Here it is, Warrior 3S right here. Man, this thing is unbelievable. It's $83 for this. It's normally $110. $83 for that thing. That's just phenomenal. It's black. It's not the green color, but my goodness gracious, what a good deal that is. So if you're looking for a flashlight, I think that's a good light to get. The Olight Warrior 3S. Like I said, it's nice. It's kind of big and substantial in your hand. I like the the button. Whoops, the button on the bottom is really great. It's got a great bright light on it. But a companion, if you don't want to spend that much, a good companion is this one. It's the Wubin C3. Doesn't weigh nearly as much. Advantage of this one, it's pretty bright. The Wubin C3 has, I think, a really good brightness on it. It's tough. Well, it's not typing for me here. Here we go. So it's not quite as bright as the Olight, but it's lighter in color. It's got a couple things that Olight doesn't have. It's got an indicator light over here, and it's on sale right now for $25.50. So got the Olight. It comes with a battery in it that is one of these. It's got a rechargeable battery in it. One of these things. But what's nice is you can put two of those small, what are they? I think they're called A3 batteries. You can put two of those in here, and so they're just regular batteries. So it runs off both regular batteries and the rechargeable. And so if the rechargeable runs out, as long as you got a couple of those little A3 batteries in there, that's really nice. Like I said, it's not quite as big as the Warrior is, but it's just as bright and a lot lighter. So if you're looking for a light that's not quite as heavy, it's kind of nice to have as well. I can't have one in each one of my go bags, and then I've got the Warrior, the the Olight, I've got the i3T. And let's see if that I didn't look see if the i3T is on sale. It might be. Um, let's look see if the i3T is in part of the sale. So here it is over here. The i3 T2 EOS is on sale for $15.95. And let's see if the other one. Let's go up here and look. See, they got a lot of these Olights are on the Prime big deal, and they're all good. They're all good prices. So I don't know if they even still sell the Warrior 2. I've got a Warrior 2 also. But all these lights are on sale for a good price, particularly any of these Olights, which are all up here at the top. A lot of people like these lights, these sort of square lights. I don't know. Preference. I'm old fashioned. I guess I like the round one, but the i3T is a good buy at $15. It's normally about $20. So, and that just runs. You can run it on a AA battery. That's a AAA battery. That's what I like about it. It doesn't have to be recharged. So that's kind of neat. Let's go see what else we have going on in here. Another item I've got is the Nightcat tent. This is really neat. The Nightcat tent is there's two of these tents, so you can get the one that let's see is down here for $39, but this one you have to put the poles through a little sleeve. The one I've got, the one I demonstrated in a recent video, I guess it's not video hadn't come out yet. It'll come out in a couple weeks. Is this one here? This is upgraded, and what it's got these little clips that clip the tent to the poles, and it's really easy to put up and take down. So that's a really, really nice tent, and it's a good deal for you. That one's not on. That doesn't look like it's on the sale though. I thought it was. I guess not. I guess this one down here. See this one that's on the sale. They're about basically the same one. The only difference is this one's upgraded. I prefer this one up here. I thought I saw that one on sale earlier today, but I guess not. But that's a great tent here. Like I said, and I've got a video coming out on it. Smaller things you might want to have. I've got this Charm AST battery charger. This is the battery charger that I have that I use around the house, and I use it all the time. I'm using it to charge my phone right now. This is a great little battery part charger. It's not real big. It's not solar powered, but if you need a battery bank to carry around with you, it comes in a nice little bag like this, little drawstring bag that you can just slide it into. It's a great item as well. I really like this thing. It just plugs into the wall. Now the one I have is only 10,400 milliamps. The one that I really like here tonight is there's one for $19.99. It comes with the different plugs, but the one I really like tonight, if I can find it again. Well, I'm not finding it for some reason. I had it earlier up here. There it is. For $24.99, $25, you get a 26,800 milliamp battery charger, and it's got several different ports on it. So I really kind of like all the different ports it has on it. I kind of like this item. I probably ought to get one for me. But it says it's compatible with the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. I imagine it would also be compatible with the iPhone 16. I've got an iPhone 11 Pro and it works fine. My CharmMast works fine with that. It's a really, really good battery bank. So if you look for a battery bank, it's down there as well. Let's see what else we've got in here. I'm getting toward the end of my list. So the other thing I have is it's kind of nice. Everybody needs in their backpack is the cat tourniquet, and they've got those on the sale this week. So you can get two of them for $11.99. That's a pretty good deal. They don't come with the pouch. They don't come with the scissors, but they certainly are uh, great to have in your backpacks. I've got several of these around. I've got one in each of the uh, first aid packs that's in my car. I've got one in each of my go bags, and I've got two of them in uh, my trauma kit. So I've got several of these around the house, and I've got extras sitting around the house as well. These are always good to have in case you need one, and they're not expensive, but the little cat tourniquets are really nice. Just so it's not the North American one, which is way more expensive, and I'm not sure why it's more expensive. It's basically the same thing, but these little 2 packs are really great for your extra ones to have around the house. Always have one that has a pair of scissors and a pack with it, and that way you or the little pouch with it, and then you can as you use one, you can stuff the other one in there. Um, but they're just great extra safety things to have around the house. Uh, Another thing for bleeding, the Quick Clot is on sale right now during the big Prime Day. Uh, that didn't give it to me, did it? Let's try this again. So the pack I've got is this one right here. Let's see, what do I have? Here it is. Here's my Quick Clot. Show you I do have this. This is really great. I think these things are absolutely fantastic to have. They're a little pricey, so when you get one for like $15, like they're on sale right now, that's a pretty good deal. I would say you'd want to take advantage of this opportunity to pick those up. So the Quick Clot, in case you have some serious bleeding that needs to be stopped quick, that's a great item to add to your kit. Batteries. The Amazon batteries are the Amazon Basics batteries. Now you got to be careful with these. I had to be careful with them anyway because these right here, I can't put the link in my. I can't get a link to put into my webpage. Now these over here I could. This is a better deal actually. It's 16 for $14.95 or $14.39. That's a really good deal. The rechargeables. They have the double A's here. You get 48 count. I keep those. I keep lots of batteries. I go through a lot of batteries for some reason. I don't quite know why, but I do. And then the last cool thing that I think that everybody should have, if you're looking for a set of GMRS walkie-talkies. Let me get back up here. We want these are on sale. I'm going to get me a pair of these. They're on sale for $70 right now. That's a really good deal. Normally almost $90 on sale for 70. Those are a really good deal. Everybody needs good batteries. The regular FRS walkie-talkies that you have, maybe will get you a mile if you're over unblocked territory, flat ground. These will get you up to 5 miles and much better. You do have to get a license, but the license is just a matter of applying for it. You get it automatically. There's no test for it. There's some rules you have to follow when you're using GMRS, or such as signing on with your call sign when you sign on, signing off when you sign off, identifying yourself with the radios. But if you want a radio that's a little more long distance than just an old-fashioned walkie-talkie, this is the one you want. Even those 5-watt walkie-talkies, if they're not a GMRS, it's just not going to get you where you need to go. And these also will work with a repeater, so you can get extra mileage out of them if you have a repeater set up in the middle. So that's really nice. If you have a repeater set up somewhere, you can transmit these things for a long way. So that's my next thing. I want to get into some communications stuff. Last thing I want to check, and I haven't checked this yet, and it is a tea infuser that I used this weekend. I got a video coming up on how to use this thing. So this tea infuser right here, and it is not. It's still worth $9.99. This is a really great thing to get off Amazon. If you've got the new Stanley Wildfire Go 2-cup camp set, you can take this thing, you stick it in the Wildfire cup upside down, and it acts as a steamer. You put vegetables and stuff on top of it, and it'll act as a steamer, and you can steam those vegetables. I steamed this weekend. I did a whole meal with carrots and zucchini and broccoli and potatoes, and it was absolutely a fantastic meal. My wife was not feeling well, and she just absolutely scarfed it down. She loved it. So for $10, it's a great item to buy, even though it's not on the Prime Big Sale. So that's the items I had. Um, didn't have a lot of participants in this thing today. I'm still learning. This is my first live stream, so I'm learning how to do this, and I'm sure that there's a lot to learning about it, so I can get more participants. But if you watch this, I've got links down in the bottom to a lot of the items from the sale. So I would say take advantage of this and go in there and um, uh, find some of those items, maybe pick them up. I think it's a great opportunity to do that during the sale. Anyway, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic evening. Hope you have a great day on Wednesday the 9th. I'm going to take this down afterwards. Oh, it looks like Randy's back. Um, hey, Randy. Um, uh, I was just getting ready to sign off. So, did you find anything, by the way, that other than things I talked about that are in the links? I don't know if you had a chance to go look at those, but um, there's just some cool stuff for sale. I think this week I really liked it. Of course, we'll have it. We'll do another one of these. Like I said, this was my first time I've done this, so just learning how to do uh, uh, the technology was kind of neat. Um, so, oh, looks like Counting for Luxury was there. Hey, welcome, welcome. Glad you were able to come. That's all. Uh, but like I said, I'm learning to use the technology. It's my first one, so um, uh, but good deals. Hopefully, you find something in the links that you like. Um, and look, I'm getting ready to sign off. Uh, Counting for Luxury up there. That's actually my daughter. So. So anyway, well, look, everybody have a good evening. Randy, you have a good evening. Glad you were around for part of it. And next time I'll learn how to do it better. So I thank you for putting up with me. Hope you found something good. Have a great evening. Remember what we always say: stay strong, stay prepared. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you really, really soon right here on the channel. See you later. So long.